I'll be giving to your journey, season 2, episode 20, like number 3 on Crunchyroll's website. And now I'll start my reaction to from the 2 minutes and 7 second mark in 1, 0, go. All right. I want to see how they're gonna actually wrap this thing up. Even though, yeah, I feel like the way they resolved things was questionable. At least it's positive news that they won, even though the way they got to the win left, at least in my opinion, more to be desired. No, battles off Fushi's inner strength. Bruh. Ooh. Nah. No. At least that resolves a misunderstanding. Whoa. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, not every conflict's gonna be resolved that easily. Hmm. I mean, no, he's the one that fought on the front lines. Of course, he had friends to help him out. Man's on this fucking bullshit. That's all I gotta say. And I just realized I played the wrong. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's it. They're all creepy in their own good way, though. Considering everything Marsh went through, it's actually pretty cool seeing her get a chance to relax. The lady I admit the March is pretty charming, though. Look, no matter the circumstance, anything involving her, it's just loads of fun. At least in my opinion, anyway. Honestly, Fuchi should have just finished off Kohaku. That's one of the other things I don't really necessarily agree with when it comes to this series. It's like they could have at least tied up a lot of loose ends when it came to these episodes, but it's like, nah, they're gonna drag it out. I'd say the only positive, and this trying to find a positive off of the season that's been inconsistent as hell. I'd say Gugu's stuff is all easy, is all accomplishable though. So ain't actually the worst thing ever. A bunch of just there to fucking show off. But yeah, technicalities whenever Fushi regenerates, it's possible to actually age up. I mean, we've seen it happen with Fushi. They only like age back to their state that they're in when they were regenerated if their bodies were to be destroyed. I kinda like that though, where he's gonna wanna at least have his friends free. That's pretty cute. I kinda like this character. No, I like it. Okay, this is okay, as much as this season has been uneven, that's some good character development for Fushi. Oh, I don't think he's gonna abandon her completely. Yeah. Probably didn't wanna side with the mood instantly. I mean, at least now Fushi truly has to have a end game goal, so I do like this bit of character development. Oh, I think Echo has absolute faith in Fushi in doing, yeah. Oh, wow, oh, wow, I'm surprised you can actually still eat in that stuff. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna blame my friend that way. I mean, she just barely got revived. But at the same time, I understand. Yeah, I mean, that's what a blast to consider. Mhm. I mean, it's pretty hard, admittedly. I was wondering when the guy cloaked in black was gonna show up again. I kinda wonder though, is there ever gonna be a scenario where she's gonna actually be able to, like, pull off a feat like that? I mean, he's gone on the run of being able to, like, revive people from the dead. I wonder if we're ever gonna get to a point where he can actually stop time. Because if the guy cloaked in black can do it, wouldn't necessarily be out to the realm of possibility that Fushi potentially being able to do it one of these days. I'm just saying. Ah, but hey, you know what? Fushi had to do what he had to do. And can you really say this guy's villainous? I mean, yeah. I don't think Fushi has a right to be fierce because he does things that sometimes without telling people. So I'd say anytime you have something random happening by someone close to him, I don't think Fushi would have a right of being furious. Mm. Oh, I kinda wish they gave Kamu more characterization because this scene would have a little bit more weight. I mean, thankfully, Gugu's there when it comes to them being in charge of guarding the body when the time comes. But I feel like for something that substantial, Kamala hasn't done enough. Should have really given him more characterization during this season of Tyrion Eternity. And this is why I feel like Fushi letting go of Kohaku was one of the dumbest decisions this series could have done straight the fuck up. It's like, for fuck's sakes. Everything could have been easily resolved, but this series like, nah, fuck that shit. Man, just man, oh man. Oh, you know, if that's how Kahaku kicks the bucket, I would so fucking like that. Love that actually. Hmm, man. Oh, damn, I was hoping this bastard wouldn't have anything left in the tank. Oh, kind of. Oh, so okay. Got it. That actually was bad. Holy shit. Okay, I got it. That was a great moment. Holy fuck. That was fucking badass. Holy shit. I was not expecting the Haku to do something like that. Actually take down multiple Safushi's enemies at once while blowing himself up and also taking down the Nooker that was inside of his body. That was actually pretty epic. Does that make this whole season good? Fuck no, it doesn't. But that was a great scene in an overall bad season. That I have to give my respect to, which is essentially to your journey in a nutshell. To your journey has it can have good moments in an otherwise bad season. And I have to, that's actually a pretty sensible decision, all things considered. Damn. Oh, that's kind of sad. So that's kind of sad. I mean, at least Gugu spent his life well, though. Ah. Oh, at least Amani had a peaceful death. I mean, at the very least, he lived a fulfilled life, though. And you know what? Hey, Bonchin worked damn hard. Like, he went from being, oh, at least that confirms who Bonchin ended up with. But I gotta admit, Bonchin's death, I can't say it's gonna be a permanent death though, because, well, yeah, push abilities, but because we all know Fuchsia's gonna revive them all once he can truly make a peaceful world, so I can't necessarily say that, but overall, this was mostly a good episode because they honestly gave a lot of the characters good spin-off, especially Columbia. That's actually one of the best redemption arcs I've seen. This Galal got his way against some of the factions that were against Fushi, or at least some of the faction members, so that was pretty fucking boss. And all things considered, I like how now it actually gives Fushi an endgame goal, which is nice. And all things considered, I like how it was realistic, how not everyone was gonna have a happy conclusion. You had some characters having a happy conclusion. Well, I can't even say it's a conclusion because, well, Fushi's abilities, but regardless, that was just a few emotional moments, especially the bits with March. I thought that was actually pretty cool. Voice acting was great, animation quality was good, and that's all I'll give this episode an 8 out of 10. As for the season itself, if I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being not 10 being exceptional, I'll give it a 4.75 out of 10 because season 2 just had more negatives than positives going for it. The only thing I can say is at least it'll have a season 3, so hopefully it can redeem itself with the third season, which I'll be checking out of curiosity. My expectations won't be the highest, but I'll definitely be curious to see what it brings to the table in season 3, even though I wasn't a fan of season 2. Whoa, what the? Holy fuck. I gotta admit, that has me immensely curious now. Wow, okay. Because no season 3 was confirmed. Ironically enough, they actually could have just ended off at this point. It would have been, and honestly, would have been a pretty good season. Well, once I made up for everything that happened in season 2, but it would have made for at least a relatively good series finale. But I'm really curious to see what it brings to the table. But here's what I didn't like about season 2. For those of you wondering, what did I not like about it? Just the way Fushi is able to now have abilities to revive everyone, because normally, say the death of someone like Bonchi would have been able to make me react pretty emotionally, but then Lon's like, "Oh yeah, he passed away," but then we know Fushi's going to be able to revive him when the time comes. So it ain't exactly the case where he's going to be lost forever, because, well, nope, Fushi's got revival abilities, and that was one of the things that really affected the season negatively for me. And aside from that, season 2 had other issues aside from that. For example, the way it didn't really build up a lot of the characters introduced in season 2. Like, for example, here's a character in season 2 that was well written. Bon. Bonchi was well written, at least in my opinion, without a doubt, because he had an arc. He went from being a guy that didn't notice the important things to eventually being able to notice important things near the end of season 2, and then becoming one of the most selfless characters. So Bonchin, I thought, was a really well-written character in season 2. But I can't say the same for some of the other season 2 characters. Season 2 characters, though, like Misar, or the fat guy that had the crush on that pretty-looking girl, or Bonchin's female friend. Pretty much. Oh, and actually, wait, there's Kohaku. So I'd say Kohaku and Bonchin were the only well-written season 2 characters. Every other character introduced in season 2 lacked development, or honestly just lacked multiple interesting moments, because every other quality character in this season of To Your Eternity was essentially a character that was introduced in season 1. And that's it. So When it came to character writing, this season of To Your Eternity, it needed more work in that department. Except for again, Bonshin and obviously Gahaku. But they were exceptions to the rule. They weren't the rule. They were just exceptions. But yeah, that's essentially the other issue I had with season 2. It wasn't just, oh yeah, Fushi just gained the ability to revive people and they got rid of all tension. That was one of the problems of the season, but that wasn't the only problem. And then aside from that, aesthetically, this season wasn't as good looking as season 1. Like obviously, the animation quality, the animators only really tried up until maybe the last few episodes of the season. While in season 1, they tried up until the Gugu arc, then a little bit with the last few episodes of season 1. So obviously, the series took a production hit. So that didn't help out season 2 in any way, shape, or form either from an aesthetic standpoint. I will say this though, the voice acting was fantastic. Everyone involved with the voice acting gave it all, and that's something I'm not going to take away. Like this series deserves full marks from a sound standpoint, and plus the music was well done too. And that's why, if y'all wondering, yeah, even though I still give this a below average rating because anything below 5 is a below average, and I'm giving this a 4.75 out of 10, it still did enough positively to the point where it's like, okay, yeah, this season was disappointing and it was below average, but it wasn't dog shit trash either. But obviously, yeah, going into season 3 now, I'm going to go into season 3 with absolutely low as fuck expectations. I went from, because if y'all see my actual season 1, I thought season 1 was absolutely fire. This season, I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then plus, there was the whole Fushi gets no character dies. And that they pretty the cycle repeatedly for this season, rinse and repeat. And then I was like, fuck it, we'll just have Fushi have the ability to revive people. That's something else that also negatively affected the season, too. And yeah, these are my thoughts on season 2 in a nutshell. This season had lots of potential, and it completely squandered it. But I will be curious to see what season 3 has in the table. Definitely, but yeah. And that's also why I give it a 4.75 out of 10, because we're getting this season 3. Because had we not had it, I would have given it a 4.25 out of 10. But I was like, you know what? Got a season 3 announcement, so I'll give it a few extra points. For those of you wondering why I even give anything lower. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the season in general for our To Your Eternity season 2. Anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day or night, y'all. Bye-bye, everyone.